Yo, 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 welcome back to the greatest show on the face of the planet. We are back again, good people. Let me clap again. Let me clap again for those in the back who didn't see me. Man. Shout out to everybody that came to check me out in Birmingham, Alabama at the Stardome this weekend. For the last minute show I did, it was a fill-in show for Desolarish. I guess she couldn't make it or whatever. So they called me last minute, damn near day of show. So to show you guys where I'm in the comedy on the comedy totem pole here, I was called in as almost a temp service comedian to fill in. However, some people didn't know me. They pulled up. It was a good show. Not a whole lot of people there. I keep it a buck, but we did what we could do. And the most important part, I got my money. So what's going on, good people? Welcome back, man. We're here today. It's a lot going on. First of all, the news lied to us. There is no this ice storm. I don't even know why my kid is out of school right now. Okay, there's no ice storm. It's the hoax. It's all a hoax. It's like what's going on? Like we had 2 drops of rain and it's like 20 degrees outside, and they have literally then just shut down the city of Atlanta. So I don't get it. I don't know why they do this shit every time. We need to get new weather. Matter of fact, my wife didn't even want me to drive back because I left Birmingham immediately after my show Saturday because I didn't want to sit down there, and I just drove home. Got behind the salt truck, but that was okay. But anyway, we're gonna start the show, man. Looks like Kanye is back. Kanye has just issued an apology. He issued an apology in the Wall Street Journal. He issued an apology to the Jewish and Black community, but specifically to our Jewish community for his anti-Semitic remarks. And I'm gonna pull that up, and let's read. Let's read what he has to say here. Let me see what we got. Am I crashing? Damn. I'm so sick of this. There we go. Okay. So we're gonna read what he got to say. Let's share this screen real quick. There we go. I gotta be careful with this Twitter because my Twitter can get a little bit nasty at times. So here we go. Let's see what Yeezy got to say. So Kanye took out a Wall Street Journal ad to apologize for past anti-Semitic remarks in an open letter paid for by Yeezy. Ye apologized for his past remarks, which he claimed stemmed from neurological damage after a 2002 car crash. To those I've hurt, 25 years ago, I was in a car accident that broke my jaw and caused injury to the right frontal lobe of my brain. At the time, the focus was on the visible damage, the fracture, the swelling, the immediate physical trauma. The deeper injury, the one inside my skull, went unnoticed. Now, I'm going to stop right there because you put out Through the Wire after that accident, and you went on to give us 4 or 5 glorious albums with no outbursts. You weren't disrespectful or anything. So I don't know came to haunt you later on after you became a billionaire or how that worked, but you weren't financially where you are at now. But I'm going to digress and continue to read this. Comprehensive scans were not done. Neurological exams were limited, and the possibility of a frontal lobe injury was never raised. It wasn't properly diagnosed until 2023. That medical oversight caused serious damage to my mental health and to my bipolar type 1 diagnosis. Bipolar disorder comes with its own defense system, denial. When you're manic, you don't think you're sick. You think everyone else is overreacting. You feel like you're seeing the world more clearly than ever, when in reality, you're losing your grip entirely. Once people label you as crazy, you feel as if you cannot contribute anything meaningful to the world. It's easy for people to joke and laugh it off when, in fact, this is very serious, debilitating disease you can die from. According to the World Health Organization, which the U.S. is now pulled out of, FYI, and Cambridge University. People with bipolar disorder have a life expectancy that is shortened by 10 to 15 years on average, and a 2 to 3 times higher all-cause mortality rate than the general population. This is on par with severe heart disease, type 1 diabetes, HIV, and cancer, all lethal and fatal if left untreated. So you acting out because you had this money, we're supposed to now feel sorry for him, and he wasn't acting this way when he first dropped his first album. So I'm finding this to be a little shaky, even as it begins. The scariest thing about this disorder is how persuasive it is when it tells you you don't need help. It makes you block, convince you have insight. You feel powerful, certain, unstoppable. So you no longer feel powerful now because the money has slowed up. Let's just be honest about this. You know, let's be honest. The money is sold up. Okay, the Yeezy.com clothes aren't selling, and it's quiet. That's what this is really about. But anyway, I lost touch with reality. Things got worse the longer I ignored the problem. I said and did things I deeply regret. Some people I love the most, I treated the worst. You endured fear, confusion, humiliation, and the exhaustion of trying to ask someone who was at times unrecognizable. Looking back, I became detached from my true self. Now, when you say some of those people you love the most and treated the worst that endured, they needed money. They were hanger-ons who took your shit because they needed the money. Like right now, you need the money, yeah. That's what's going on. And I am the biggest Yeezy stan, but I gotta call a spade a spade. Anyway, in that fractured state, I gravitated toward the most destructive symbol I could find, the swastika, and even sold t-shirts bearing it. One of the difficult aspects of having bipolar type 1 are the disconnected moments, many of which I still cannot recall, that led to poor judgment and reckless behavior that oftentimes feels like an out-of-body experience. I regret and am deeply mortified by my actions in that state, and am committed to accountability, treatment, and meaningful change. It does not excuse what I did, though. I'm not a Nazi or an anti-Semite. I love Jewish people. Okay. To the Black community, which held me down through all of the highs and lows of time. The Black community, I like how you apologize to that community first. But anyway, to the Black community, which held me down through all of the highs and lows and the darks of time, the Black community is unquestionably the foundation I am. I'm sorry to have let you down. I love us. Right. In early 2025, I felt a 4-month-long manic episode of psychotic, paranoid, and impulsive behavior that destroyed my life. And this is when the money got seriously low. Okay, this is when it got low. That's how you can feel that you're losing your fucking mind. Because when the attention in the bank account depletes, now you need to take your medicine. Isn't that interesting? The direct correlation to finance, how this works. Isn't that amazing? Okay. I felt as a 4-month-long manic episode of psychotic, paranoid, and impulsive behavior that destroyed my life as the situation became increasingly unsustainable. There were times I didn't want to be here anymore. Having bipolar disorder is not notable. It's a notable state of constant mental illness. When you go into a manic episode, you are ill at that point. When you are not in an episode, you're completely normal. And that's when the wreckage from the illness hits the hardest. Hitting rock bottom a few months ago, my wife encouraged me to finally get help. I have found comfort in random forms of all places. Different people speak of being in manic episodes of similar nature. I read their stories and realized that I was not alone. It's not just me who runs their entire life once a year, despite taking meds every day and being told by the so-called best doctors of the world that I'm not bipolar, but merely experience symptoms of autism. My words as a leader in my community have global impact and influence. In my mania, I lost complete sight of that. As I found my new baseline is centered through an effective regime of medication, therapy, exercise, and clean living, I have newfound much needed clarity. I'm pouring my energy into positive, meaningful art, music, clothes, and other ideas help the world. I'm not asking for sympathy or free pass, so I started to earn your forgiveness. I write today, nigga, we have forgiven you 1,000,000 times. Just be honest and say the money is low, because what you're gonna do now, or come out with another gospel album, we will forgive. The money will go back high, and then you'll lose your mind again. That's what this shit is about. Okay, and we have to call a spade a spade. You can't continue to shit on people and get your way while up, and then you come down, and all of a sudden you have this awakening. I don't know, Kanye, and I done bought your shoes. I done ordered shit off Yeezy.com. I'm the biggest fan. But you got to call a spade a spade. You run people off of your life that tell you anything, and ones that don't need to be there to kiss your ass and can get it on their own, they just leave. They're and this thing, oh my God, this internet is trash. Let me end this on here. Can y'all see me again now? Yeah, Ye is tripping. The money's low, guys. We gotta forgive him. Ah, man, I'm sorry, y'all. This shit is whack. I don't know what it is with AT&T and my Wi-Fi, man, but my Wi-Fi been tripping forever, bro. I'm about to get out of here. I'm sorry, guys. I'm about to end this early day after 13 minutes, but love you all. Please subscribe to my Patreon, and we go do shit over there. And then I gotta call AT&T and cuss them out about this stream. So holla at me, man.